This week has been unbelievably painful. I've just tried to record this video right now about 3 times now, and each time the footage has either corrupted or I've got it wrong. So anyway, let's get into this. So this video is basically just a little sort of summary of what's been going on this week. It's been a very bad week in the car scene for me at the moment. I thought I'd experiment with some things, I thought I'd try and fix some things. They didn't really work out. So I'm just going to explain those now and basically put in some footage that I had recorded ready for a full video but never ended up going through with because it just didn't work out. So the first thing being, I tried to fix the coolant leak on the Yaris. Basically, obviously the gasket's leaking. I had to take the pump out to replace that gasket. I even cut all these new gaskets ready for size, and I got one that I had already lying around. But as you guys can see in this video I'm about to show you, I really struggled with it, and I never ended up going through with it due to the mistakes that happened in the video. Anyways, I'm just going to roll the clips now and show you guys. Yo, what is up guys? I'm back again with another video, the third one in a row. I'm changing the water pump on my car. I've made a couple of new gaskets as well because this one here is busted. So we've already got the bumper off, ready to go. Just need to basically jack the car up, take this wheel off, stick another jack underneath the car and jack up the engine or drop the engine depending, you know, in what we need to do. So I did a bit of Google research and I realised that taking this off here is actually the best way to do it, and just drop the engine drop the engine down slightly on a jack in order to create some clearance, because this chassis rail here is what's in the way. As you can see, the gap is very small. Okay, so we got the car up in the air and the wheel off, so we have a nice space to work with down here, and pull it out a little bit. And now all the coolant comes beading out and straight into my magic jug thingy. Okay, so this has given me the chance to basically play around with this intake pipe, because I need to take all of this off in order to get to the alternator, which is right there. Belto removo. So, as you can see, I've got the intake pipe off, and I've undid the bolt to the alternator there, and I tapped it back using a chisel and a hammer. I know, not the most usual way of doing it, but yeah, it moved it back. We are ready to go. We're still draining coolant. Hell of a lot comes out of these things, considering it's such a small engine. I've forgotten the next step, but I'm sure I'll remember it, and I'll probably show you guys in a second. Yeah, my bad. So just after that last clip there, I very quickly remembered what I was doing, and put the jack under the car with a block of wood on top of the jack, which is now on the bottom of the sump. So what that will do is that will just take the weight of the engine when I disconnect this mount up here. We're now just undoing the engine mount. These 2 bolts up here, I can imagine they're probably very tight, so this is no easy task. We mean business. I brought the 14mm big boy with me, so let's try and crack this off. Let's see if that's any better. Oh yeah, please don't say you just snapped. Okay, so both of the bolts are out. As you can see, they are completely detached from the car. So now it's going to be a case of lowering the engine, I think.
Go in.
No. So, as you guys saw, we only got to a certain point and then we couldn't get any further because things were just going horribly wrong. It was quite a hot day, and basically bolts were starting to round off. Like the main engine mount bolt decided to shear off completely. Well, not shear off, just round it off completely. And I couldn't do that, so I had to call it quits there. And then off camera I tried to get the 3 bolts off of the actual pulley itself, and they all basically were round. So I've decided to step away from that for now and tackle it at another time before I can head scratch about it a bit more, and hopefully do it on a slightly cooler day because it was way too hot that day. But yeah, as you guys can see, that's where we got to. I never ended up going through with that, unfortunately, so it is what it is. We'll tackle it another time. Okay, so the second thing I tried to do was I made that lumpy idle thing that I was playing with. Well, I thought I would add on to that and basically make a aftermarket exhaust system. Basically go for the side exit approach. I'm just going to play a few random clips now of where we got up to. Let me just show you that real quick.
Just in case this goes in the vid, first reactions. About to test drive. She sounds good. Sounds very cool. Looks very cool also. Let's get a little back shot. Yes, if this gets used, hello tube. Yeah, let's go take it for a test drive.
That does sound quite nice actually. Okay, so that's as far as we got. Just some random clips. They probably don't make any sense. I honestly don't remember how they even went. I don't know what was even recorded. I was just so not in the mood to be recording this week because everything was just going wrong. So I do apologise. But yeah, so we tried to do the side exit. It was horrendously loud. I drove with it like for 2 minutes and was like, nah, let's switch it back to original. Tried to switch it back. It then blew really badly. So I thought, oh, I might as well just go with it, just do the whole lot. I then decided to cut that pipe off again, cut a little bit more off than I should, and stick a resonator on there. And normally a resonator would make things more quiet, but for some reason, this one decided to make it even louder. Me and Ronnie got up the road and realised it was horrendously loud and our eardrums were about to explode. So we decided to turn back around and come back. That, and also there were some terrible clearance issues. I decided to take the rear springs out and swap them back to the stock ones just to make the fitment work. I don't know why I did that, really stupid of me, but either way I tried. So yeah, that didn't go very well. I then had to basically hit up my homie Jason, very, very short notice the next day, and basically just get it sorted, get it welded. I'll play some clips now of the day we basically tried to sort everything out. There's a storm. Jesus. Holy shit. This stuff is fucking diabolical. Where's my file? So, got the exhaust welded, ready to go back on the car. Thanks to my boy Jason for hooking me up with this real quick. Same day repair. Yeah, real clean. Gun gum as well, just to make sure she seals up nicely. Let's fit this. I apologise for the wind noise. It's a very windy day. As you can hear, well, or maybe not hear, the Yaris is now back to normal. It sounds fine, and I am never, ever, for the life of me, touching the exhaust on that ever again. I seriously am not.
He says.
No, I'm not going to do it. I've had so much pain and suffering. You probably hear it in my voice. I am absolutely done in. So, yeah, no more. So, you may be wondering, why does it look like a monster truck? Well, that's because I decided that I'd change the springs because I wanted to make the side exit work and didn't want it to scrape the floor, but now it looks awful and it sounded awful, so I don't know why I bothered doing it. But now I've got to change the rear springs back to the lowering springs because they have the standard ones in at the moment. Looks awful. So obviously we have to change the springs, so we thought this would be a good time to peel all this old crusty paint off and give them a quick blast of some VHT black. I've already done this one here. You just need to clean off with some brake cleaner. This one Charlotte is currently doing.
The only bits of good paint are like here.
Yeah, the mounting points are like decent, but that's the most important point, so that's cool. The car is now suspensionless, but it's still up in the air. I'm trying to get this straight out. So, the lowering springs are back in, nicely painted. So, the way I see it is this big fuck up is actually a massive W because we've now got rust protected springs, yay! And ignore the tape there, we don't talk about that. That's probably why they're moving so much. Okay, so everything is restored to its former glory. As you can see, everything is tidy again. Hello, Charlotte. And around here, the car is back to normal. I mean, the suspension hasn't settled yet, but back to normal, back to standard. That's how it was. I overstepped the boundary, I learnt my lesson, and now we're trying to tidy the car up again. So, yeah. Made a few little bonuses though, with those new the shocks being rust coated and stuff, so that's cool. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, that was the day everything got fixed. The car is now back to normal. Everything is fine on the car now. We've just taken a few steps back. I've realised that an aftermarket exhaust does not sound good on an automatic Yaris, no matter how you put it. It just does not sound good. It's drony, it's horrible, it cuts out due to the overdrive, so every time you give it throttle and then let off, it'll be going bah, bah. It will just cut out. It just sounds like it's basically the car's just turning off and then turning back on again. It sounds awful. But then you turn overdrive off and it just sounds like a normal car. But it just don't sound good. So I've given up on that whole thing and I've decided to be sensible and stick with the standard exhaust. Thank you so much to Jason for hooking me up with that in such short notice. Absolute legend. Cannot thank that guy enough. I will put a link in the description below to his business, his welding business, over in Yarmouth way. So any of you who live locally on the island, hit him up if you need anything welded. He's a great guy. Super kind, super friendly. Yeah, just make sure you bring in some treats because he's a good guy and he deserves it. So thank you, Jason. So where are we at now? So we've stepped back, we've brought the car back to how it should be with the standard exhaust. It's actually even better than it was. The air intake is still the same. I did get rid of that little valve that I made to put the car into the weird idle mode. I'm now just going to try and focus on maybe tidying things up. I did do the seals and I did change those springs obviously back to the lowered ones, so it all looks back normal again. We've got the takeover event this weekend coming up, so do expect some videos for that, or a video for that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but that will happen. But yeah, overall, I do greatly apologise for this video. It's extremely unprofessional. It's completely all over the shop. I honestly don't know where my head has been at this week. It's been crazy. My hands are in absolute pieces. Like, obviously the thing where I shut my finger in the door, that's still healing. And I've got a few other holes in my hands I can't show YouTube. So there is that. But yeah, things will be getting better soon. But I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I do apologise for the craziness and the sporadicness. It's all over the place. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace. Yeah, I just put my tea towel in the vice.
Le tea towel.
So guys, I've got a tea towel for you here, Max.
Thank you very much.
Here you go, Max. Oh no, don't drop it, Max. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. What? Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh gosh. It's hard. Why is your tea towel hard, Max?
I don't know.
Oh gosh.
Finds gravity.
I'm going to clean my car with it now.